Good morning, everybody. I've got a bit of a duck emergency, I think, here. I was in the shower. I got out and it was about 7:45, and I looked out the window and it looks like I got a duck hurt in the tub. We got a dead duck. Oh, boys. Why are you dead? Oh, it's Mrs. Gimp. Oh, no. Okay, she's still alive. What happened to you, Mrs. Gimp? All right, we got to take her in and get her into some warm water. Oh, no. This is bad. Oh, girl, we'll get you in warm water and we'll get your body temperature back up here. Get some warm water. She's definitely probably a little bit of hypothermia or something happening here. And I got to be careful. I don't want it too hot. All right, Mrs. Gimp, hang on. We'll get you in here. We'll get your body back warmed up here. Oh, this is bad. We can't lose Mrs. Gimp. Okay, I gotta come up with something to hold her head out of the water. What can I use? What can I use? What can I use? Oh, Mrs. Gimp. All right, girl. This is bad news. Come on, girl. A little more warm water in here. We'll warm you back up, girls. Her head's frozen. She's having a hard time breathing. We've got to get her core temperature back up. And the only way this is, is to have her in warm water like this. And hopefully we caught this in time. Time is only going to tell here. So I need something a little bit smaller for her to sit in so she can rest her head. Okay, I've got a thermometer here. I didn't realize I had one. We'll just see what the temperature of the water is here. Keep an eye on that for her. Oh, Mrs. Gimp. Oh, you're really stiff. You're really stiff, aren't you? Here. Let's put you in here. My God, girl. I've got the water at 110 degrees, so it's a nice warm bath for her. That's got to bring her temperature, body temperature up. I'm amazed that she didn't drown. That blows me away, considering how lethargic her body was when I brought her in here. I do not know how she held her head out of the water when she was in the tub, basically in a state of shock with the hypothermia. I don't understand it. Well, she's shivering, so that's a good sign, because you can't shiver and be dying. It doesn't work that way. I just want to get her so that she's completely submerged. I've got her. Oh yeah, she's getting serious strength back here. And like I said, I got to get her past the shivering stage so that she's actually warm again. And the only way to do that is to actually get her submerged in warm water here. Now I've got the water at 110. I don't want to do it too hot. I can tell you one thing though, she stinks. The smell of wet duck in warm water. It's honestly what it smells like. It smells like when you scald them just before you throw them in the plucker. That's what it smells like. It's not a nice smell. Poor little ducky. Well, it looks like Mrs. Gimp is coming back to life here for us. She's drinking. What a difference now. She's coming back to life here. And like I said, I don't see any shivering. I'm going to go get her a towel so we can dry her off. Set up the dog cage here with some straw in it and get her set up in a little house here, or a little bed, hospital bed. I just left her and she hasn't even moved. She's just laying here, standing here in the warm water. I do not know how you didn't drown. I do not know. That is bizarre. You should have drowned. I think once Mrs. Gimp dries off here, she'll be alright. She's definitely got a lot more strength now. Her feathers are flying off of her though. Serious mold action happening here. Poor little duck. That was a close call. Holy boys. Hey, this little girl. I'll take her over here and we'll put her in the dog cage. Alright, Mrs. Gimp. This is where you're going to go. And you're going to dry yourself off. Hang on. Oh, she's fighting lots now. I put a heater, a small little 15 hair wide heater here, just blowing some warm air at this end of the cage for her, just so she doesn't get a chill until we get this dampness out of her feathers. So until she is dry and fluffy, I'm going to keep the heat on here for and if it gets too hot at this end, she can move to that end of the cage. You know, considering how close she was to death this morning, she's making a little nest here. It's right at this end. Watch, we'll come out tomorrow and we'll have an egg. So I threw some hay in there for her to have a little snack, and she stopped bleeding, you know, on her feathers there, that the new feathers she's getting. But she is definitely a duck that is seriously lacking in the feather department. I think she just molted way too much at once. But we're gonna keep her in here until the weather warms up, which this week it's gonna get warm. So she'll be back out with the flock here. No, I don't think tomorrow, but probably the next day. I did not count on this when I got up. I did not expect to be running outside at 8:15 in the morning and thinking I got a dead duck in the tub. So, and it's been just a curveball. You know, it took a lot of time to bring Miss Gimp back to life here. It's been a crazy day.
And don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends, and enjoy the show.